Good morning. Happy Friday. This is Total Body Stretch, and the only equipment you're going to need is a yoga block. We're going to begin just sitting on the yoga block, actually. I'm going to take my yoga block. I'm actually going to turn it so it's horizontal. If you have two yoga blocks and that's more comfortable for you, you can do that. We're just going to sit on it, sit our sit bones right there, crisscrossing our legs. Right leg is in front, left leg is behind. Hands just come right here to the knees. And you know what? Let's do this. Let's take our palms, turn them up to the sky so that the wrists are just relaxing onto the knees. Close your eyes. And we're just going to breathe. Inhaling through our nose. And just a big exhale sigh through your mouth. So just keep that breathing, slow, gentle, soft breath in through your nose. Feeling your lungs up and then out through your mouth. Or if it's better, if you just want to do it through your breathe, exhale through your nose, that's great too. Now let's just let these arms dangle down by our sides. And I want you to take the arms all the way, reach them out. Inhale, palms come together, stretch up. And then exhale, arms just float down by your side. And again, inhale, lift up, stretch up. Feel that stretch through your lower back, your upper back, your lats, palms touched at the top. Biceps even, and then come all the way down. Exhaling. One more time. Inhale, lift up tall. And exhale, arms float all the way down. All right, keep your arms just reaching long, fingers to the ground if they'll go there. And then I just want you to look over to your right side. Looking right over your right shoulder. Feeling that nice stretch through the left side of your neck. Keeping your glutes, hit your sit bones grounded. And then slowly bring your head back to center. And then we'll slowly turn the head over to the left side. Feeling that good right side of the neck stretch. And then bring it back to center. We'll do that one more time over to the right. Hold this here. Just breathe. Eyes can stay closed the whole time. And then back to center and over to the left. And back to center. All right, with your arms just still dangling heavy by your side, I want you to shrug your shoulders with me. So inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, float them down. We're going to do that several times. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, lower. And you know what? Take your left leg in front now. I meant to tell you that a while ago. All right, so we're just the opposite. All right, here we go. Back up to the shrug. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, let it go. And here's what I want you to think about or feel. So inhale, lift, and shrug, and we feel that tension in the neck and in the traps, shoulders. And then exhale, let it go. And every time you let it go, you release more and more tension. One more time. Inhale, lift, and shrug, and hold. And then exhale, let it go. Hands come behind the head. Press your head into your hands and feel that good stretch all along your pecs, your sternum. Maybe even you feel it in your back. Sit nice and tall. Inhale, lift your heart up, arching your back. And then exhale, draw your chin to your chest. Bring your elbows in together. Feel that good stretch through the back side of your neck. Inhale, lift up. Press your head into your hands, open up your heart and your chest, eyes look up. And then exhale, round. And it may just kind of depend on where you feel tightness. For me, I kind of always feel tightness in my cervical spine area, my upper spine. Inhale, lift up, and that feels really good to stretch that out. One more time, we're opening everything up. And then last time, we're going to exhale, hold everything in, draw those shoulders down, and find even more roundedness here. Chin draws all the way to your chest. Elbows are in, just stay right here. And then slowly stack your spine up, one vertebra at a time, and we're back up to where we began. Arms come all the way down. Go ahead and come off of your yoga block. We're just going to sit on our glutes, legs in a straddle. Take your yoga block out in front of you. All right, reach those arms back up again. Lift up tall. Let's go ahead and flex our feet. Hold this here, and then we're going to take a little hinge or a little twist over to the right side, then folding over the right leg. Arms are on either side of the right leg, and let your head relax. Chin draws into your chest again. Head is just hanging heavy. You're pressing that left leg into the ground, and of course pressing the right leg into the ground. But just kind of naturally, if we're leaning over to the right, this left leg is going to want to pop off the ground. So I really want you to keep it active. Feet are flexed still. See if you can stretch a little bit longer. And now, instead of just coming up, let's slowly walk our hands to up our legs. And then we're back up tall. Back to the center. Inhale, lift up, stretch up tall. Flex your feet if they weren't already. Do a little twist. And then we're going to fold over this left side, this left leg, keeping both feet flexed. Feet are flexed, legs are active. Both of your hands are framing your left leg. Big inhale. And exhale, see if you can stretch a little bit lower, longer, find length. And then we're going to slowly walk the hands up the leg. Slow, 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 as we come back up to center. Now the block, what can be high, it can be medium, it can be low, your call. But what we're going to do is we're going to hinge forward right here, and we're going to rest our forehead onto the block. So for me, feeling a little tight, I'm going to take my block to the highest level. Flex your feet. I'm actually grabbing a hold of my feet to kind of pull these toes up to the sky. Lengthening my arms. If you don't want to take those arms out, no problem. You can just take your hands to the yoga block and let your head rest on whichever level works best for you. But these legs are still active. We're pushing the whole back of the legs into the mat. Feet are still flexed. Big inhale. And exhale. And now slowly, hands come to the mat in front of you. And we're going to walk the hands into our legs. And as we do, we're going to walk ourselves up. All right, one more time. Inhale, lift, but we're going to do a little different. This time, point your toes. And we're going to twist over to that right leg, and then we're going to fold all the way down. Now what we get to see is, do we have we created a little more space? Can we get a little deeper into this stretch, more deep? Can we find more range? Keep pointing those feet strong. How does it feel when your feet are flexed versus pointed? For me, I really feel this in the top of my right foot with this strong point. Let your head relax. Your arms are long. They're framing your right leg as high up as you can walk the leg or walk the arms. Walk them long. And slowly, slowly, let's begin to walk the hands back up to the top, or more so to our inner thighs. We'll come back to center. Reach your arms up. Same thing. Twist over to that left side, and we take it all the way down. So you should be feeling this also in this right arm. All along the outside of the right arm, the tricep, the lat of the right side, the right lat. As you press this right palm into the ground and the left palm into the ground, arms are straight, head is relaxed. We're reaching long, your feet Your toes are pointed. And reach a little longer, stretch a little further, and then we'll slowly, slowly, slowly walk the hands back up to the inner thighs, and then we'll come back to center one more time with that forward fold, reaching up tall, and then stretch it all the way forward, keeping your feet pointed, continuing to keep the toes pointed, feet pointed. All right, stay right here. You can reach your arms out long. You can have the hands to the block. Maybe you even experiment with changing the height of your block. So I'm taking mine from the highest level to the medium level. And you know what? That feels pretty good. So see if you can find a little extra-ness in this stretch. Holding this here, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Legs are active, arms are stretched out to the side, or they're just along the block. And now one more big inhale. And then we'll exhale, and as we do, we'll walk the hands back up to the inner thighs, and slowly bring these feet together now. Take your block to the side, grab both of your feet, sit up real tall. So you kind of have to rock back and forth to get up seated high on those sit bones. And then we can just press those knees all the way down, and as you do, you want to think about pressing your chest forward, shoulders down. I love this sensation by pulling up against my feet and pressing my feet down. It pulls my shoulders down. Now, while we're here, we're going to go back to looking over to the right shoulder. So looking over to the right shoulder. Then from here, we're going to take our chin all the way down to our chest, and then over to the left shoulder, looking over the left shoulder. Feel this deeper in the right side of your neck, and then we'll take the chin, roll it down to the sternum, and then over to the right shoulder. We'll do that one more time. Take it all the way down, 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 down. And we're looking left. And then take it back to center, just looking down. And then go ahead and bring your eyes forward. And then we'll close the legs right here, our butterfly wings. Take your legs all the way out long. With this block, take it above your head, reach up tall, sit up high and tall on your sit bones, and then we're going to reach the arms out long, place your hands on top of the yoga block, and just stretch forward. Let's go ahead and start with our feet pointed. And if you need to lower the yoga block, feel free to do that. Now go ahead and flex the feet. Oof. And point the feet. And one more time, flex them right here. And then go ahead, grab a hold of the yoga block, lift up tall. Tall, 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 stretch up. And then just take this all the way down. All right, with our legs straight out in front of us, we're going to bring this right knee into our right pec, and we're going to grab a hold of it. We're going to give it a big hug. So the right foot comes off of the ground. This is a nice glute stretch. We can circle out the right ankle each direction, keeping the left leg long in front of us and extended. Now, staying seated just like we are, we're going to take this right leg and we're going to cradle it. Oof, right there. Like we were holding a baby. Stay right here. Feel this deep into the right hip, right glute area, shoulders down. And now we're gently going to place this left foot on the outside of this, right foot on the outside of the left leg. Okay. Now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to reach our right arm up, and we're going to take it all the way behind us. We're going to take this left arm, wrap it around the right leg, and just do a gentle little twist. So this right arm is the kickstand arm. It lifts us up high. Pull both shoulders down. You can grab this left arm around the left, or left arm around the right leg, or you can have the arm at 90. Press the outside of the left arm to the outside of the right leg and do a little soft and gentle twist. When we're twisting, we always want to be extremely careful with the twist, and we never just want to go into it fast or dynamic. We want to gently ease into it, and we also want to gently ease out of it. So slowly begin to unwind. There we go. And then we'll extend that right leg long and just give it a shake, and we'll do everything on the left side. All right, here we go. Right leg is long and extended, and we're going to give this left leg a hug, lifting the left foot off of the ground. Shoulders stay down. You got it. Great work. Stay right here. I'm going to put a little jacket on because I'm just getting a little chilly. A nice spring breeze here in Tulsa. Now go ahead and cradle your left leg. Just bring it right out in front of you. Cradle it like a baby. Give it lots of loving as you would a baby. Feel that good left glute hip stretch. Oh, I just think this feels so good. We're still sitting up very tall. Left leg is bent 90 degrees. And then we'll gently place this left foot down to the ground on the outside of the right leg and sit nice and tall. Go ahead and lift your left arm. And we'll take the left arm behind us. It's our kickstand. And then we can either hug our left leg with our right arm and begin to just look over our left shoulder, or we can take the right arm to 90 degrees and press the outside of it to the outside of the left leg and get a little twist in. Totally your call. I think I'm going to go with the hug this time. Now, while we're here, we want to think about sitting up as tall as possible. We don't want to round. And maybe that even means taking your yoga block to your hand, underneath your hand, to give you a little more lift. So that way you can lift and twist and look over your left shoulder. Keeping the shoulders down. There we go. One more breath, and then slowly go ahead and unwind. Ooh, yeah, that feels so good. Awesome work. All right, shake everything out. We're going to move on to our stomachs and just stretch out the hip flexors and the quads, because we've really gotten some good glute work. Now we need, and even some hamstring. Now we want to get into the quads. All right, so bring your hands to your forehead and just shake your hips right and left. I just want to kind of reset our lower backs. Shoulders roll down your back. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the Sphinx pose. So taking your forearms to the ground, elbows directly underneath the shoulders, pressing your palms down to the ground and extending your legs long like a cobra tail. And just lifting your heart up as best as you can. So don't want you necessarily looking up. That's kind of going to crank your neck. You're just looking out in front about 1 foot, lifting those the heart and sternum up to the sky, pressing your quads, your hip bones into the ground. Open your fingers wide. So let's have these legs active. So quads are engaged. The backs of your feet, or tops of your feet, are pressed into the ground. And then we'll slowly go ahead and come down. Now bring your left forehead, I always get that confused, your left forearm to the forehead. Take your right arm by your side, bend your right leg, and walk your legs side really close together. And reach for the right foot, and let's stretch out this right quad. So while we're here, we want to make sure we do not have a tilted pelvic. We want to press the hip bones into the mat, pressing the right quad into the mat. And if you can't grab the right hand to the right foot, what you can do is put the resistance band that we were using earlier, like the booty band, around your right foot and just grab the band with your right hand. Now go ahead and lift your upper body up. So you're lifting your forehead off of your forearm. We're not looking up, we're just stretching up like we were earlier in our in our Sphinx. And very slowly, gently lower your upper body down to the ground, and then we can begin to release this right leg. Kind of shake out these hips, reset the lower back, shaking out right to left, right to left. And this time, bring your right palm by your right pec and your left palm by your left pec. Forehead to the ground. I want you to zip your elbows in and lengthen through your legs. We're going to lift up into a cobra in just a second. But first we want to set it up correctly. So quads are engaged. Back of the or tops of the feet are firmly pressing into the mat. And then we'll slowly begin to squeeze our elbows in, shoulders down, and lift our upper body off of the ground, and then just hold here. If the cobra is too much, just lift up into a Sphinx again as we did earlier. Pull the shoulders down, anchor those legs. Think about stretching those legs long. Everything is active. Here, this is not a passive stretch. Lift this up, hold this for one more breath, and then very slowly, let's begin to melt it down. Shoulders roll down our back, and there we go. All right, shake out these hips again, right to left, right to left. And now, right forearm to forehead, left arm by your side, legs are long and engaged. Bend your left leg, grab the left foot with the left hand, and just hold the stretch here. Really pressing those hip bones into the ground. Pressing the quad into the ground. Shoulders down away from your ears. Now we'll go ahead and lift our upper body off the ground. Right forearm is still pressing onto the ground. We're just lifting up. This is going to give us a little bit more of an opportunity to stretch out the hip flexors, the lower back. They're all connected. And then slowly we'll go ahead and lower the body down and release the left arm from the left leg. Awesome. And shake out these hips one more time, right to left, right to left. Just a couple more minutes left. Go and press it back into your child's pose. Woo, take those legs wide, feet together, knees apart. Go ahead and take your yoga block and just put it on the ground so your head is resting on the yoga block. Arms are going to extend out in front of you, nice and long and straight, so biceps by the temples. Feel that length in your back. Big inhale and exhale. We'll do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. And now we'll take our elbows onto, we'll take the yoga block horizontally, and we'll take the elbows onto the yoga block so it's very narrow, and we'll just sit back a little more deeply into our child's pose. Bring your palms together, arms are bent, elbows are into our sides, and we can get a little tricep stretch here. So we have that prayer pose with the child's pose, a little tricep stretch. And then slowly go ahead and let your arms just float down to the ground. Shift your weight forward. We're going to flip over onto our back. We're going to enjoy 2 more stretches, and then we're going to Shavasana. So we're just lying on our backs here. Bend your left leg. Bring your right leg up. Ooh. All right, we're going to take this yoga block behind our right hamstring. Okay, and we're just going to use the yoga block to give us an extra opportunity to stretch this hamstring a little longer. So right leg is nice and long, and now extend the left leg long. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Now feel this whole back side of the left leg pressing into the ground. Keep pressing your right foot into the ground. Right leg up to the sky, right foot up to the ceiling or the sky. And then bend this right leg. Hold this here. And then slowly release the right leg. Let the hip flexor rest for a second. And then we'll bend the left leg. Bring the left leg all the way up. Grab behind the yoga block behind the left leg. Flex your left foot. Reach your right leg long. So what I also love about this is by taking the yoga block behind us, it lengthens our arms out a little longer and it pulls those shoulders down. Flexing the left foot, extending the right leg, pressing the whole back of the body into the mat. Hold this here. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we'll bend this right leg. Take the yoga block out from behind, and then we're going to finish up before we Shavasana with a bridge. So let's lift our hips up high, plant your feet to the ground, lift your hips up, and we're going to place the block at our lower back, arms by your side. You can take the block medium or low, medium or high, whichever height works best for you. I want you to make sure that the block is on a solid surface, that it's not kind of tipping over to one side or the other. This is just a good assisted bridge, stretching out the hip flexors, the lower back. Arms are by your side, your feet are flat on the ground, the back of your head is rested onto the ground, your hips, your feet, your knees, all in alignment. And just stay right here. 2 more deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And now slowly go ahead and lift your glutes up a little bit off or higher off of the block. Lower your hips down onto the mat. Extend your legs long, arms by your side. Close your eyes, relax your whole body. We're going to finish off in Shavasana. Shoulders down away from your ears, hands, toes, ankles, feet, sternum, lower back, upper back, middle back, lower abs, upper abs, obliques, everything is relaxed. Quads are relaxed. No more tension, no more activation. All relaxation, restoration. We're extra passive here, doing nothing, but we have to do something in order to stay passive though, right? We have to focus on relaxing our bodies, breathing, letting go of any tension or resistance that we still may be holding on to and in our bodies. Let it go with every breath. Thank you so much for stretching with me. I hope it felt so good to you. I want you to stay in this Shavasana for as long as you would like. As long as it takes to just get your body to relax, to feel restored and relaxed. And I hope that as you start your Friday and you go about your weekend, that that the weekend is filled with everything and everyone that you love. so we can come back together on Monday feeling replenished, rejuvenated, excited for another opportunity to participate in a great week in our life. Thank you so much for stretching. Have an amazing day, and happy Friday.